Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Nerdpocalypse Podcast. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah.
Hey.
All right, guys, we're back. We got plenty to talk about this week. That's actually kind of a lie, but we'll make it work. So let's get right into it. Checked out. We have two new reviews that are up. First up is The Little Things, the HBO Max day and date release film starring Denzel Washington, Rami Malek, and Jared Leto. Sort of a crime noir film. If you haven't watched that, you can check that out. That review is up. Also, I did a review for The Mauritanian. This comes out on February 19th, I believe. It's about a guy. It's a true story, about a guy named Mohamedou Slahi who was picked up and put in Gitmo for 14 years, and he was innocent. So that sucks. And it's just about him getting picked up and his lawyers, Jodie Foster and Shailene Woodley, sort of fighting for his innocence. Very good movie, incidentally. So, check out the reviews for both The Little Things and The Mauritanian. Okay. I watched some of,
Hold on.
Wait, you gonna tell people what you sent me when I told you I watched this?
Yeah. You're not gonna not talk about Outside the Wire.
Oh, I forgot about that. I'm sorry. I thought you were going to talk about how you sent me the text message saying I'm whipped because I watched Bridgerton. I thought that's what you meant. I'm sorry. Yes, I did watch Outside the Wire. Wow, I wish I had forgotten it. I tried to. All right, Outside the Wire. Well, thank you actually for reminding me. I completely forgot about that movie.
I see you didn't do a coming distraction.
I did not. No. I actually, when I went to watch that, because I was trying to decide whether I was going to finish The Mauritanian that night or was I going to watch something else. And the kid wasn't sleeping. This is like just a fucking long ass night, and I didn't get to do what I wanted to do till 10 o'clock. And I was like, I'm gonna watch something fucking dumb. I don't feel like using my brain. I was like, ooh, Outside the Wire's on Netflix. That's perfect. I got a bunch of bullshit food. I was like, let's do it. This is exactly the type of shit I need. It's not good, guys. It's not good at all. You know what the thing is about Anthony Mackie? Love him or hate him, and I like Anthony Mackie. Anthony Mackie has a personality, right? Like he doesn't know how to he's not a guy you'd pick to play a robot, is what I'm saying. Okay. He has a lot of he's not,
does he have,
he's not Brent Spiner, right? Like Brent Spiner could play Data and you're like, oh, okay, this feels like an android, or, Michael Fassbender as David in those terrible, Alien movies, right? No, he's too much personality to play like a stone cold, badass killer. Like, it's just not who he is. The movie is weird. So one, it's like in a future where they have what they call these things Gumps, which are these robot soldiers, right? Like they're kind of the dumb robot soldiers, version 1.0 of a Doombot, if you will, right? They're not complex at all. And they go out there and they're fighting alongside real soldiers, and they're trying to find this terrorist, guy in fucking Uzbeka, Poland stand or wherever over there, fucking whatever, Eastern Bloc ish place. Right. And you meet Anthony Mackie's character, cause he's a commanding officer, and he gets assigned the young black dude who I don't even care to remember any of their names. Because that young black dude is a drone pilot, and he decided that he was going to blow up this truck that he thought had enemies in it that were going to kill a platoon of 38 people or whatever, or a battalion or something. And he ends up blowing him up against direct orders not to, because he ends up killing 2 Marines at the same time, right? So it was like he was willing to sacrifice those 2 Marines to save 38, I think. So they ship him off to work under this guy who nobody knows is a fucking robot except for like high-end people. But everybody else on the base thinks he's a fucking robot or thinks he's a regular guy because it's Anthony Mackie and he doesn't act like a fucking robot. What's weird is the kid that they assigned to Anthony Mackie acts more like a robot than Anthony Mackie does. Like I'm like, why don't you just make him the robot? Like it worked better, right? The robot, like he's not an android. He's a robot. Like he's not.
Like he's purely a robot.
Right. Like
he's not like Data trying to be human.
No, or like, oh, he was blown up and like all of his body is like enhanced or whatever, except for his head. No, he's a full-on robot. What? Anthony Mackie's a real-ass robot. That doesn't make any sense. But he's also a robot who can feel pain in a war zone?
That doesn't make sense.
Why would you do that? Why would you'd want a fucking killing machine that doesn't feel pain? You'd want a Terminator, dude. You don't. Ow! You shot me. What? No, that's dumb.
They programmed pain receptacles into the robot.
Right. He's like, so I can empathize with you. You're a robot. Who cares? Like this is fucking dumb. So he's a robot that feels pain. He's also a robot like. Yo, Anthony Mackie's a robot. Yeah, that's the silliest shit of all time. He's just not the actor I was.
Cut the check.
Right? Like it just. All right, get daddy a sandwich. Get daddy a sandwich. Like it's really weird. Like at one point he's got like a tracking device in him, and he tells like the young guy, he's like, "I need you to cut this out of me," and he's like, "Okay," and he like he makes it so you can like see all of his insides. And like he uses a knife to like cut into him to take this tracking device out, and it hurts him. And he's like, "Oh shit!" Like he can't even turn the pain receptors off. Like, "Oh shit, it's wartime, son." Like, no, it was dumb. It's got a terrible ending, a terrible twist ending. It's awful. No, I don't recommend it. I don't. I can't believe I'm saying this. But this is 100% true. The movie, I think it's called Spiral, that's on Netflix. That was like one of their early Netflix original movies. I'll see if I can find it. I think it's called Spiral. Was a better like future military action movie. And that was ridiculous. But I liked it. I think it was called Spiral. Something like that. But this was not good. No, don't watch this movie. Do not watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard from way too many people that that movie is just not like, even as a person who likes, these types of movies, I will give them a tremendous leeway. But I heard too many bad things. And ain't nobody got time to watch bad movies right now.
No. It's super bad. Yeah. Oh, Spectral. That was the name of the movie. Spectral. I actually like that.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
Did you watch that?
Yeah, I watched it. I thought it was fine.
Like
it was fine.
Like it was a perfect matinee type movie, right? Like, fine. Like if I paid $7 for it, I wouldn't have been mad. If I paid $25 a seat, I'd have been pissed. Right? I was like, this is fine. It was a perfect Netflix movie. That's a better movie in that sort of world than Outside the Wires, with a major star like Anthony Mackie. The other thing about it though is Anthony Mackie really depends on a good script and a good director. That is clear. Like you can pull a good performance out of him. But if you are not a director or the script is not solid, he doesn't have enough charisma to overcome it. Like he's not there in his career where you're just like, well, this movie sucked, but he was good in it. No, he's not good in it either, no. And it's not his fault, but he's not good in it either. It's just bad.
I think Anthony Mackie is an okay actor.
Yeah, I think that's
he's
true.
serviceable.
Yeah.
But you can't hang your movie on Anthony Mackie, in my opinion.
Or series.
There are very few movies that you can do that with. And if you do, you better be a damn good director.
That's why I'm actually not afraid for him to carry the torch for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I think he's going to rock that one. I think they've tailored that role to him very well, and it like works. And him and Sebastian Stan's chemistry is fucking awesome on screen. Like those two guys are just like they're going for it. They're having a blast. And I think the script will be tight enough that they both will do fine. But this, no, Outside the Wire is not good. So and then Micah sent me an emoji of Patton Oswalt yelling at someone on King of Queens, I believe it was, saying that they were whipped because I told him I watched Bridgerton. It's good. It is. Okay. It is. Okay. It is. Okay. Look.
Hey, look. It's the biggest show that Netflix has ever had ever. Like it's.
I thought Lupin was bigger than that.
No, I think I read somewhere where that Bridgerton is the best Netflix. I don't know how Netflix rates its metrics or whatever.
Yeah.
But it is the biggest hit that Netflix has ever had.
Wow. Well, here's the thing. Totally understand why. I'm going to say something. It's going to piss people off, but I need you to relax and listen all the way to the end. Shonda Rhimes is the female Tyler Perry. I say that as people are just throwing rocks at the screen. She has an audience. She knows exactly what they want. She delivers on that. She's just a far better fucking writer. She just is. She's a far better writer than him. She gets far better actors than he does. And she stretches her audience. Like, she went from two extremely black shows to a show in Victorian England. And yeah, there are black people in it, but it's very white. Like, it's a very just white-natured programming. But Bridgerton is not that different than Scandal or, it's definitely different than Get Away with Murder. But it's not that different than Scandal, like at its core, but I see why it works. So here's the premise, right? Because the premise just seems like, oh, really handsome black dude. And then like, I don't know, Victorian times, like who gives a shit? But the premise is, it's Victorian times or whatever. And the women are supposed to be like, get themselves ready to find a husband because they are of age. And that's all they're about. And the queen is black, incidentally, which is interesting. And they go to do that. They go to this like big fucking fancy dance or whatever. And there's all these like white dudes with bad teeth because it's England. And they're all just like, they're trying to holler at this one woman because she's like she's the hot chick. The queen was like, you look exquisite. And everyone's like, oh shit. She's the fairest of them all. She's the whitest person here. She's great. And so everybody's like trying to snag her as their wife. This dude, the Duke of Bridgerton, the black dude, he comes back into town, right? He had no issue, like he had no interest in that. He just happens to be back for some other shit. And it turns out like that dude is still single and he looks the way he does. You've seen a picture of him, I'm sure. And every woman is like, oh, damn. And he's a duke. So it's like, it's a big fucking deal. He's close friends or best friends with the woman who is like considered like the hot shit. He's close friends with her brother. And so like the Bridgerton dude and like Lady Whiteface or whatever her name is, I don't know. She's so very white. They have like this adversarial like I'll fuck with you type of thing, just because like the Bridgerton dude seems like arrogant and everybody wants to like bone him, and he's like, yeah, you're my buddy's little sister, like get the fuck out of here kind of thing. And so everybody's trying to fuck her and everybody's annoying him, trying to fuck him. So So they come up with a pact and they're like, why don't we pretend to be into each other and then they'll leave us alone? And in the process of that, they clearly fall for each other, right? And so it does work because it's like comedic in some aspects. And like, I don't know, like it's weird because it's not a type of show I would normally watch, but it does work. I have to tell you, it does work. She's got an audience. It works.
Couple of things. More than 82 million households streamed Bridgerton in its first 28 days.
That is a lot.
So yeah, it is.
How many?
It is 82 million households.
Wow.
So
yeah, they're saying Lupin is the most popular original show in more than a year at 70 million accounts watched in the first 4 weeks. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Who knows?
That's the thing. Netflix is very. They hide, you know.
They don't say anything.
They give out half truths and misinformation. So,
yeah.
But they're claiming it is the biggest show ever.
Whatever. I can see it.
Second, I just Google imaged Bridgerton. This dude is way too handsome for every single person I've seen in this set of Google images.
There is a black woman who comes to this other house, and she's like the cousin of somebody, and like all of her cousins are like, they're like the ugly sisters in Cinderella. And then she shows up, she's this like black woman with like natural hair, and she's fucking drop dead gorgeous, and every white dude is like, whoa. What's going on here?
I think I found her.
Yeah.
I see a white dude. This way, my black lady.
yeah. They were like, but like the aspect of those characters being black super works. And like, I don't know, man. Shonda Rhimes has a way of this is gonna sound, and this is not meaning as an insult. It's just the way she writes, and I actually don't mind it. She writes good characters good and bad characters bad, right? Like, there's no nuance in villain characters, right? Like, there just isn't any. Like, it's not like, oh, well, I understand his plight. No, you hate that motherfucker because you're supposed to. Like, that's how she writes them.
Yeah, it's soap opera writing.
Right, it is. Like, Bridgerton's dad, the original Duke of Bridgerton, is a real piece of shit. Like, he is. And you hate that nigga at the second you meet him. Because, like, fucking young Bridgerton comes up and he's like, oh, my son, his fucking mom died in childbirth, of course, right? And like, little Bridgerton kid is like, he has a stutter, right? And the dad is like, oh, there's my son. And he comes up and he's like, and he stutters and he's like, my son is an idiot. He's like, banish him. Like, because they don't know what a stutter is. He just assumes that he's like fucking dumb, right? And so he's just like, banishes the kid. But then like later on, like he comes back and he's like super handsome and he's like, fuck you, dad. Like, and you hate that dad. Like, you hate that guy, and you're supposed to. It's like very simplistic writing. But like with a lot of shows being so fucking nuanced, I think there is like a comfort. It's like a giant apple pie, like laying in it. It's like, it's just comfortable to know like these are the good guys, these are the bad guys, and you can like and hate them without reservation. And so yeah, it works. But yeah, Shonda Rhimes she's the female Tyler Perry with a lot more skill, but she uses the same sort of methods. It's kind of interesting. You really see it in this more than in any of the other ones that she does. So yeah, I'll keep watching it. I mean, I'm not like, I need to watch it 14 times or whatever. Like, it's fine. Like, my wife was super into it. I wonder why.
Yeah. My wife was telling me about it. I'm just like, yo, I'm not watching it. Like, you can tell me all you want. I'm not watching.
It's not bad. It's not bad TV.
I told her you were watching it.
Yeah, it's not bad TV.
And I said, I'm not watching it. So don't even ask me. I can barely get through Cobra Kai. I'm not watching Bridgerton. Screw that.
Well, also, there's a hilarious aspect. This is the last thing I'll say about Bridgerton. There's a hilarious aspect of like, to like blow off steam, like Bridgerton and like he's got a trainer. Like they box, but they box with no gloves on, straight bare knuckle boxing. hitting each other in the face. I'm like, is anyone aware of what a fist will do to a face? That pretty motherfucker would be, he would look like the Hey You Guys sloth from fucking Goonies. Like, he's fighting a guy who is bigger than him. Like, and they're full on just hauling each other in the face. I'm like, put your guard up. Like, he's just like, no, we're letting off steam. I'm like, you're gonna have a head injury. It's just kind of funny. I'm like, that's not how boxing works. Nobody boxes like that.
That's funny.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about WandaVision episode 4, or the episode that allowed impatient people to join in.
Yeah, now it's good. Now it's good.
Finally. Spoiler alert. All of these shows, all the ones that are like the 30-minute ones, like She-Hulk, and I think She-Hulk is another one. It's going to be 9 episodes, 30 minutes. They're all going to have those like building episodes. All of them.
Yeah.
Like, just get used to it. Like, yeah, it's nothing wrong with the show. You forgot how to watch TV. It's
essentially going to be an elongated movie, right? The first 3 episodes of the first act, the middle 3 are going to be the second act, the last 3 are going to be the third act. Like, shit is going to be on and popping on episodes 7, 8, and 9. So,
it's going to be absolutely nuts.
Right. So,
calm down.
Look, this episode 4, to recap, because we put this out on Friday. So listen to this and then go watch the newest episode. Episode 4 was basically episodes 1, 2, and 3, but from the perspective of the people outside of the bubble.
Yeah.
All of my theories were shot to hell.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
This is why I don't do this shit, because I'm wrong about everything.
That's definitely a guy from AIM. It's definitely him.
Right. It's a beekeeper suit. Why would it be a beekeeper? The AIM soldiers are called beekeepers. They look like beekeepers. It's the AIM symbol is a honeycomb. It's bees and all connected. AIM is that. No.
Yeah, they were like, psych. Gotcha. Yeah, pretty much.
Look, Darcy came back. Darcy got her doctorate. I'm glad Darcy came back. Because I grew up in Pikesville.
Look, I couldn't agree with you more. I'm a fan.
And Jimmy Woo, played by Randall Park.
I love Jimmy Woo. He's a great character.
I like Randall Park, period. Randall Park in anything. You put Randall Park in anything, and I'm gonna watch it. He needs to get more work. And you see things from their perspective, right? Like, you see things from first of all, the first 3 minutes, for all you impatient Marvel fans, first 3 minutes come out the gate with Monica Rambeau returning from the blip.
Yeah.
And everything is in chaos, right? And what I appreciate about that is the they did that in Spider-Man, but it was comedic.
Yeah, with the band coming back, shit was hilarious.
Right. It was silly. Like, they did this with Monica Rambeau in a hospital, and you really see like the panic and just the chaos that ensued when everyone just started coming back. Like, this isn't just some happy go like, hey, everybody's back. Like, nah, everyone's like, what the hell? Everyone's back.
Right.
Like, where you been for the past 3 years? And we see that Maria, her mom, died, and she died, right? She didn't get she died in between. She survived the blip, but died in between the everything. So look, it comes back strong. You find out that Monica is an agent of SWORD, and
you also find out Marie created SWORD, which was also super fucking interesting.
Right. You see that she gets sent off to New Jersey, and there she meets Jimmy Woo, and and everything is weird, right? Like, because Westview is not even supposed to be here. Apparently.
That was hilarious. Where are you from? Eastview. Ain't no Westview.
Look, and then you see everything from their perspective, right? You see Darcy and Jimmy watching the shows, and you see them trying to contact Wanda. You see them watching Monica as she just kind of tries to figure out what to do on the fly.
Right.
This is all very good stuff. This is all very good storytelling. What I hope is that now that the cat's out of the bag or whatever, or that we don't necessarily get an entire episode of the sitcom. Like,
I don't think you will.
Yeah, we can get sitcom outside world, right?
Yeah,
like woven through a little better. That's what I hope. But we'll see tomorrow.
Yeah, I think you're definitely going. I mean, just from the previews that I saw for episode 5, I mean, there's definitely some like sort of outside things going on. So I think you're right. I think you're going to get a mixture. There seems to be one moment where Wanda is talking directly to the camera, which is also pretty funny. Sort of talking to the camera inside her own world that she's created.
Yeah, it's a takeoff of Modern Family.
Yeah, there's a.
Like,
I mean, yeah, there's a number
of
them.
Testimonials
right.
in Modern Family. So yeah, it's a takeoff of that.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. I mean, look, we're starting the second act. We got plenty to go. Right, like there's quite a lot to do here. So, I like it.
Vision's reanimated corpse was freaky and just the right amount of scary for like kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it was wild, dude. Like seeing that carcass, that reanimated carcass with the big divot in its forehead.
Yeah,
it was wild, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I mean, any theories? I mean, look, right now I'm at a holding pattern. Like I need to see more. Right. I don't know what's going to happen.
I think, wild theory. I have nothing to really go off. This is my wild theory. I think that the Vision inside the anomaly is not real, right? I think she has created that, inside in through whatever capacity. I think the real Vision shows up and has been fixed on the outside, and that's one of goes in the inside, and then there's sort of a like, hey, like, the fuck you doing? Like, who is, why are you making a fake me and stuff like that? But that may be later down the road. But I think the real Vision does come back, at least in some capacity.
Even without the Mind Stone?
Yes.
That's destroyed.
Yeah, I think without the Mind Stone. I think they're going to figure it out.
If they do that, I don't want them to do that. I want Wanda to have to deal with death.
Her brother died.
That's nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I care. Nobody cares. I want that character
nobody
back.
Cares.
I would rather have Pietro back than Vision.
Nobody cares about Quicksilver. They don't.
You don't want to see Quicksilver done correctly? Are you? So what you're saying is you preferred the one? No. Yeah, that's what you said. That's what you're saying. I'm gonna say that's what you're saying. You prefer the Fox one. That's why you don't want him. You want to have him Peters.
I saw him done correctly, and I saw him not be fast enough to outrun some bullets.
That's just harsh.
Yeah. No, I want her to have to deal with it.
She's gonna flip the fuck out, dude. She's gonna fucking lose her shit.
Yeah, I want her to become a Scarlet Witch, and I want her to be a big bad, because I don't get a lot of female villains.
I think there is a decent chance that she's the big bad in Strange 2, but I think by the end of it, she gets redeemed.
That's fine. I'm fine with that.
But I think she definitely is going to be the villain for that. I don't think they just like, oh, she's cameoing. Nah, no, that story's way too big to not let her really cut loose.
Yeah, it would be that would be a hell of a redemption, right? Like to see this woman go through all this trauma, right? Like her entire life has been ruined by the Avengers, right? Everything from the bombs in Sokovia, from Tony Stark. Remember her origin that she was telling Ultron, up through her time with the Avengers. Oh, like, hey, great, things have changed, right? Like, she's kind of getting better on her feet, right? She becomes a good guy, so to speak. She meets the love of her life, right? Then they have to go on the run, right? Like a little bit of strife there, but they've got each other. She sees the love of her life die right in front of her, and
twice,
because that nigga said, "Oh, nope."
It's like, no. That was the most fucked up shit. He was like, "Oh, word, this was happening? Not on my watch."
I gotta watch that movie again, man.
What an asshole move to do. Oh, did he die? You thought you did it. Hold on a second. No, she didn't watch him die. She killed him once and then had him brought back.
She killed him.
And then
he was like, no, hold my beard. And then she had to kill him, and then she watched him get murdered.
That's fucked.
And then she meets his killer on the battlefield, and this nigga's just like, "Who are you again?" He gives it a bison thing. The day Thanos graced your planet was the most important day of your life. For me, it was a Tuesday from a different time period.
Like, that wasn't even me. That's future me.
And for her to have like this tremendous amount of PTSD to just flipping out, right? Because like, yeah, man, like if you have all this shit go down, like, yeah, you're gonna lash out.
How about this? And she's got 2 kids, and they're gonna be like,
kids now?
Them kids ain't real. She'd be like, oh, word? Bet. She gonna lose it, yo. She gonna fucking lose it. I watched in like one of these interviews with her, like her and Aaron Taylor Johnson after Age of Ultron, right? It was like one of these like like junkets. And so the guy asked her, was like, so like, what's your favorite Scarlet Witch story? And she goes, well, they'll never do it. But I love House of M. It's so good. She like flips out and she's like a total villain and all this other stuff. And you could just be like, it's happening now. And I don't know if she knew. She might have already known ahead of time about that, because Aaron Taylor Johnson's like, interesting. I'm not going to say anything right now. I'm just going to shut the fuck up. But yeah, we should have maybe seen that coming. But I think her being the villain for Strange 2 would be dope. Like, really let her cut loose, because honestly, it'll be as close that we've ever seen done successfully, the Dark Phoenix story, right? Because we've seen Dark Phoenix done twice by Fox and be terrible. This, I mean, yes, I know the fundamentals of the House of M and Dark Phoenix are very different, but I'm just saying, like, good female character gone extremely bad. We haven't seen that, with magic and all this other shit. So we haven't seen that before done successfully. So this could be, because I don't think they're going to do a standard Dark Phoenix story ever in the MCU at this point. No way. You fucked it up twice.
I mean, they could. They could.
You do Phoenix 5. You do Phoenix 5.
You got to put the time in, right? You got to put the time in.
Right, but I'm just saying, like,
maybe not now that they're doing this,
right? And
because of the parallels, like you were describing, like they have of the fall of a character to the lashing out to the redemption, like we've seen it before. So, all right, yeah, I can see them doing the Phoenix 5. I mean, look, as long as I get Cyclops in that badass Phoenix armor, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, cool. Then watch him murder Charles Xavier.
I'm fine with that too. An old bastard.
Yeah, he weaponizes children, guys. He made an army of child soldiers. He's a problem. No, Professor X is a great character. He's a piece of shit. He's a real dickhead.
Right. Stop equating him to Martin Luther King, yo.
No, he's not.
Stop that shit.
No. Magneto's the terrible one. Is he? At least he's upfront about it. So yeah, I think WandaVision episode 4 was great. I really, really quite look forward to episode 5. So there you go. All right, let's jump into the lightning round.
Jeffrey Wright is voicing Batman in a comedic podcast from HBO Max. Every part of that statement is
weird.
Is just odd to me. As reported by the Hollywood Reporter, Wright will portray the Dark Knight in an upcoming multi-episode narrative series coming to the streaming service later this year.
As a podcast?
As a comedic podcast from Dennis McNicholas and HBO Max. Dennis McNicholas, an SNL writer who scripted Will Ferrell's Land of the Lost and Tim Meadows' The Ladies Man. Those are not things that make me want to.
Right, don't brag about that.
He will write and direct the series and produce
The Ladies Man
alongside The Ladies Man. In addition to Wright portraying the iconic hero Batman, the audio adventures features an impressive cast of comedians and comedic actors, including Chris Parnell, okay, Melissa Villaseñor, okay, Seth Meyers, okay, Brent Spiner, okay, wow, John Leguizamo, Ike Barinholtz.
I need to know who Seth Meyers is playing.
The Riddler, obviously.
That seems like the right choice.
It seems like a smug, smart guy.
Yeah, it seems like.
Yeah, I could see that. Kenan Thompson, Rosario Dawson.
Kenan Thompson better be playing the fucking Penguin. Get out of here.
Could you imagine Kenan Thompson as the Penguin?
Yes, I can actually. Like in a comedy podcast, absolutely. Rosario
Jason
Dawson?
Sudeikis, Alan Tudyk, Heidi Gardner.
All right, Alan Tudyk. All right, who you got for Alan Tudyk?
Oh man,
he's a really good voice actor.
He really is. I don't know, because I've seen Alan Tudyk play robots. I've seen him play racists. I've seen him play nice guys.
Literally one of the most insanely racist characters of all time.
Hey there, Mr. Bojangles.
Yeah, you dropped your hat. Right. Go fuck yourself, Alan.
Brooke Shields, Paul Scheer.
What the
Tim
fuck?
Meadows.
Wow.
Fred Emerson, Ray Wise.
Oh, Fred Emerson. That's awesome. Okay. He's really good.
There's a ton of people in this thing. You know what? Just that cast of characters, I will 100% listen to this.
Yeah, look, Jeffrey Wright, one, has a great voice, but Jeffrey Wright as a comedic Batman is kind of fucking fantastic. I kind of love that. And consider he's playing Commissioner Gordon. Like, I kind of love that they're like doubling down on him in that universe. Yeah, I'll listen to this. Look, I like Harley Quinn for the same reason, right? Like, I like this sort of comedic take of that universe. It's fun.
Harley Quinn is an excellent television show.
It is.
And yeah, and you all should have watched it.
I think it just got renewed for a third season. Or not just now, but like earlier in the year or last year.
Can't wait. Yeah, that show is ridiculously fun. Speaking of Alan Tudyk, he plays the Joker.
Yeah, he's very good.
He's
recast him as this. Frankly, I wouldn't be mad if they recast everyone from that show and put them in this. Why not?
Yeah.
What is it? What's the guy's name who plays King Shark? Ron Funches. He's hilarious. Like, King Shark is a hilarious character. Ooh, blood. he's ridiculous, and he has like a hoodie on sometimes. It's fucking funny to me. Yeah, that show is way better than it has any right to be.
Yeah. Next up, Anne Hathaway and Jared Leto will tackle We Work for HBO or for Apple TV Plus.
Cool.
I guess it is cool. My the site is not opening up for me.
Yeah, they're calling it. It's going to be a limited series based on the podcast We Crashed: The Rise and Fall of WeWork. So basically, WeWork was a startup, I guess, and I don't know exactly what they did, but my understanding is like they were sort of hiring, like almost like a TaskRabbit kind of thing, like hiring people and sending them out, like a consulting kind of thing. But like they had like a crazy CEO who was like stealing money, and it just became like this whole like nightmare scenario. So, yeah, apparently it's got a pretty good story. I don't know too much about WeWork, but look, Jared Leto is a great actor, and Anne Hathaway is a great actress. I'll watch it.
I hope that Jared Leto plays. Jared Leto is one of those actors that
creep.
Like, yeah, he is a creep, and much is made about his quote unquote method acting.
Yeah, he plays all the creeps. He's
whatever he does, it works.
Yeah, it does.
I dig him as an actor. Now,
so you're excited about Morbius. This is what you're telling me. That's how I'm reading this.
You know what? No, I'm not.
Okay, I was gonna say, don't you do that? Don't you pretend that you now want to see Morbius? Like, don't do that.
You crazy? No, I think he might do a good job, but I think Morbius is going to take itself too seriously.
Yeah, that feels right. That feels accurate to me. I'm not excited about Morbius. I'm gonna see it, but I'm not excited about it.
Yo, he's 49.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I guess
he's 49. He'll be 50 this year.
Wow. He does not look it. I'll give him that.
No.
He looks good for 49.
Especially for like a rock star or whatever.
Well, I think he probably drinks the blood of all of his cult members. Yeah, guys, he runs a cult. That's a truth.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes. Somebody commented on our Little Things review, and they were like, "You guys called Jared Leto a creep. He's a really nice guy in real life." I was like, "What are you, his publicist? How the fuck do you know that? like, what the fuck are you talking about?" And they were like, "Oh, give it a rest about him being a creep." I'm like, "Here's an article of him starting a cult. What the fuck are you talking about? He's a creep. Doesn't mean he's not a good actor, but he's a creep. Johnny Depp can do great things when given right material. He's a creep. Like, it's fine. Some people are fucking weird.
Being a creep doesn't mean you're evil. Like,
no, it doesn't. He's just kind of a creep. He also kind of looks like, I think, what white people assume Jesus looks like.
Looks like a wrestler named Seth Rollins.
I know.
But like, if Seth Rollins was
skinny,
like fell on hard times.
I mean, he did play a drug addict at one point. I mean, he is, but he's an actor. He's a rock and roll star.
Yeah.
I incidentally saw him perform once. I'm not ashamed of that.
What's the name of his band?
30 Seconds to Mars. I saw them
popular. I mean,
with
must be
people
popular enough if you saw him, right?
They opened for another band that I'm equally ashamed to say I saw, which was Incubus.
Jesus Christ!
I was dating a white woman.
1997.
Might as well have been. Let's move on. No, they're not my type of band. But he's a talented, quote unquote, musician. So it's fine. But yeah, he's a creep. That's a fact. Next up,
a Cloverfield series is in the works. Oh, excuse me, a Cloverfield sequel is in development, and I could not care less.
Does this feel like it's coming too far after the original? Is that the reason why?
Yeah, I think Cloverfield was, one of those movies that was like of the moment. I didn't think it needed a sequel. I saw the first Cloverfield. I didn't see, 1313 Cloverfield Lane or whatever it's called.
That's really quite good, actually. That's very, very good. It is very good because it's not about all the alien
shit.
shit.
It's not a monster movie, right?
No,
yeah,
it's
not
just
a monster movie. Right?
No. John Goodman puts in a hell of a performance. He really does. You should watch.
So is it going to be about the monsters, or is it going to be about whatever Cloverfield is?
Yes. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know that they know. I mean, apparently J.J. Abrams like had this idea for this like multi-film Cloverfield universe, and it just kind of like didn't happen, and then it kind of fell apart, and then they did, what was that other Cloverfield movie they released right after the Super Bowl, like last year or the year before that, right? The Cloverfield Experiment or whatever the fuck it was. And apparently I watched about 2 or 3 minutes of it, and I was just like, I don't really care. But then the reviews came out, and then everyone was like, this movie was a piece of shit. So yeah. But I liked the original Cloverfield. I thought it was a really great found footage movie. I thought it was fun.
I thought it was fun, but because it's a found footage movie, it's one of those things that's like of its time, right? Yeah.
Like, by the way, the movie I was referring to is the Cloverfield Paradox. That was the one that was on Netflix.
Yeah, I heard that was supposed to be really bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that's sad because that's got Gugu and Bati Raw in it.
Yeah, because they did that whole. Hey, they did a Super Bowl ad, and they were like, and you can watch it right now.
Yeah. Like it released like literally right after the Super Bowl. And I was like, cool, I'm going to watch Cloverfield Paradox. I like the first Cloverfield. And I was like, I don't like this. This is not interesting to me. Yeah, I'm not going to like, I guess like the whole idea was they had like a particle accelerator in the Cloverfield Paradox that like goes off and it's supposed to be like timed with the monster showing up in the original, right? But I don't know. I found 10 Cloverfield Lane to be very good, actually better than the original Cloverfield, but I feel like it's too far. Like, I think it's too far away from the original.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean, good movie is a good movie. I just,
of course.
I just don't care at the moment.
Show me something.
Yeah, all right. It's in development. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of movies in development, right? Like, show me something. Next up, this is not the same thing that I have. Resident Evil movie reboot will arrive in September. Okay, that'll be okay. Is it gonna follow like
games?
The games?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, you know what it should do? It should follow the newer games. It should follow the Resident Evil 7 and 8, where you play as Ethan Winters, looking for his missing wife, and he comes to basically the Deliverance house, and instead of like cannibals, they're creepy, but I don't think they eat you. But yeah, he's looking for his wife, and he comes across like the Deliverance house in a southern Louisiana.
No.
And he meets this family.
Absolutely
and
not.
Watch.
Does this family have the 9-foot big tittied goth lady in it?
No. That's the next game that's
What's her name?
Ready to come out.
Lady Tigglebitties. What's her name? Everybody's losing their mind over it. I get it.
Lady Hashishama-san or some shit like that. All right. Like she's based off of I think she's based off of like some Japanese folk monster.
Oh, then that makes sense. A 9-foot woman with giant boobs based on an anime. It makes total sense to me. Like that's, yeah. Okay. That's fine. Maybe anime is not so bad.
Yeah. If they make it,
there's a synopsis. If you could read the third paragraph, it starts. Film synopsis.
The film synopsis states that the story takes place on a fateful night in Raccoon City, which is just a terribly named place.
Yeah, it should be called Coon City. Everybody knows that.
It should be called Niggerville. And,
That's not acceptable. It's not acceptable.
And the movie will be the official origin story of the Resident Evil world. The first Resident Evil game, which was released in 96, was set in 98, and it took place entirely within a mansion hiding a dangerous science experiment. The first two sequels took place shortly thereafter, set during the same time period. With that in mind, it sounds like the movie is going to be much more faithful to the source material than the Mr. Paul W. S. Anderson movie, which was a very loose adaptation.
Was it? I don't remember in the first movie them having a laser room, but that's just me. I never got far into those games, not even far into the original, because I am a giant coward. Even with the shitty 1996 graphics, I was like, this is too real for me. Like when the liquor came down, I was like, I'm good.
Yeah, when that dog came and jumped through the window in that one hallway.
And like the very beginning.
Yeah,
now that's a horror movie
for me. This is. I am done.
But you play all those games.
I do. I haven't played 7, but I've played 1 through 6, and I like the later ones because I don't like to get scared, right? Because I'm a bitch,
right? I've said this.
And the later Resident Evils, they're not scary. Like they're action movies, right? Like Resident Evil 5 is my favorite, is because it's me teamed up with a hot black chick. This is a white man's fantasy, right? A big buff white dude teaming with a hot black chick, mowing down Africans, wearing grass skirts and chucking spears with giant guns and punching boulders to defeat their former boss. That is the white man fantasy right there. and then 6 had Leon, the guy from 2, the rookie cop from 2, who kind of made his way up the ranks. They had him running away from like zombie Tyrannosaurus Rexes, and had him like drop kicking zombies and shit. Chris was doing
like bulldogs.
Like bulldogs and power slams and power drivers and shit.
That's insane.
He was RKOing zombies. Like shit was wild, yo.
That sounds like my type of movie, or my type of game.
The shit was fucking wild.
Oh, here's the cast. They're one up from the bottom. Robbie Amell as Chris Redfield. That's Arrow's brother. Good luck with that. Hannah John Kamen as Jill Valentine. Tom,
you know what? He looks like a Chris. He looks like a Chris,
but he's a Robbie. Tom Hopper as Albert Wesker. Yvonne Jogia.
Yeah, he looks like a Wesker too. All right, they're getting people that look the part.
Donald Logue as Chief Brian Irons. And Neil McDonough as William Birkin. Look, I like Donald Logue in anything, and I like Neil McDonough in anything. So I'm here for this series, or I'm here for a movie. Those Resident Evil movies, I have been meaning. I really want to go back and watch all of them.
Yo, what is your problem? What is your problem?
Because I want to see how it ends. I tried to watch like the third one. I watched the first 2, right? Because the second one was Nemesis. They had the fucking Nemesis there. And I was like, all right, that's like the makeup and shit was pretty good. It didn't make any sense as to why he showed up. They were just like, let's just give him the fucking Nemesis formula. Why?
Because the games.
Yeah, I still, and I don't think anybody can truly answer this. I still don't understand, what is the Umbrella Corporation's motivation for making more zombies?
Well, let me put my QAnon hat on. If you want to sell a cure, you got to invent the disease.
But they're killing everyone.
Oh, well, hey, guess what? That's going to drive my cure up because people is going to be in real high demand.
Is that the idea that they're just corporate like money whores? Is that basically it?
I mean, I guess. Look, by the end of 7 or by the beginning of 8, Chris Redfield, the hero, is a mercenary for Umbrella. So I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, okay. I don't understand. All right, so Wesker is the
Wesker's the villain.
He's the main villain, right?
Yes.
Is he a scientist? Is he from the Matrix? Why is he dressed like this?
Because he's cool.
Is he? Is he cool?
Yeah, he's cool. Wow. He's got glasses on, and he's cool.
Who was Wesker? Wesker was some ridiculous actor in the Paul W.S. Anderson. I can't remember who it was.
I can't remember. I thought it was a no-name actor.
All right, that guy. Oh, that's the guy from Umbrella Corporation. He's the giant dude. He's playing Wesker? Okay. Tom Hopper, yeah. Yeah, who was Wesker in Resident Evil movie? Who the fuck was it? I forget who it was. When I see the dude's face, I'm going to fucking lose it. I can't remember who it is.
Look at this guy's face. I'm trying to find his name. I can't.
Oh, is that?
Find
oh, wait. Maybe that is the guy. Okay. Never mind. I don't know who the fuck that guy is. I thought it was someone else.
No, this is 100% some nobody.
Yeah, it's like Steve Russia. I don't know. Whatever. This shit looks fucking terrible. I am going to watch these. Yeah, I'm definitely watching this. At some point. I want to see what happens. All right, keep going. You added these two into the docket, you prick.
For some reason, DC Comics is changing Black Adam's name to Shazam.
Allegedly. Let's just say that.
Allegedly, and look, if they do it, it's not going to stay. Right? This screams like some weird gag.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's not going to be a permanent change. It can't be a permanent change.
Can it? It's DC.
Nah. Like it's DC Comics, yo. Like it's DC Comics.
Yeah, I know. Well, they don't keep anything permanently, so you're probably right. They just reboot the whole fucking universe in 2 weeks.
Right.
Shazam. Shazam.
Like it would be one thing. It would be one thing if like they added more like Egyptian gods or whatever, because that Shazam is an acronym. Right. It would be one thing if they added more Egyptian gods for him to have powers or whatever. But like, nah, yo, it's just Shazam.
I don't like it.
No, I think it sounds stupid.
I think even as a joke, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, even as a joke, it's a portmanteau, and I am not a fan.
Yes, we know. No, I hope they change the name of the movie starring The Rock to Shazam. I hope they do. Good. He should be Shazam. Fuck him. That movie's never coming out. He's not going to be in that movie, guys. Someone else will play that character. It will not be him. I refuse to believe it.
Look, I will believe it when I see it.
I need to see a picture of him in the suit. That's what I need to see. And when I see that, fine. And did it wrap? Did it finish? But
I need to see a release date. That's what I need to see.
But I need to see him in the suit. If I don't see him in the suit, I don't believe it. I don't care what anybody says. No, get out of here. All right, what's this next one, you prick?
And you don't believe in God when God has blessed you with the most wonderful gift that one could receive on their born day.
What did I do to deserve this?
The Snyder Cut is being released on March 18th, 2021.
Yes.
the day that your host Jay is turning 41.
Yeah.
You will be into your 40s, and to celebrate, you can watch
a movie that's 41 hours long. Fuck off. Fuck off. Oh, God. Yeah, I was like, surely that can't be accurate. Really? On my birthday? Wow, thanks. I can't wait to take off work to watch this. I will not do that. Yeah, it officially got an R rating today. So,
oh, great. Do you think it got the R rating for violence or language?
That's a good question, actually.
I think it will be
language.
I think it might be. I think it might be
little from column
it's
A.
probably like a little column A, a little column B, but I think the language will take it over the top.
Yeah, because they're gonna Batman's gonna say
because
fuck.
they want to right. They want Batman to say fuck for some reason because that's the most important thing. That's the thing that's been gnawing at Zack Snyder is that why doesn't Batman swear?
Yeah, this is not gonna be good, guys. It's not gonna be good. I'm gonna watch it, but it's not gonna be good. I will be honest. I have no problem in telling you if I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. Don't think we're wrong.
Yeah, you gonna have to tell me, cause
nigga, you better watch this movie. I need somebody to review this with. Come on, man. Come on, please.
I'll be on there.
No. You're not gonna interview me. Go fuck yourself. No, get out. This is my birthday. Help me. You can't send a man out to the woods by himself. This is insane. Oh, God. I'm not looking forward to watching this. 4 hours, dude. 4 hours. Why? Why
not? Guy's got a lot to say. He's got a lot to.
What is the messaging?
Get off his chest.
What is the messaging? Just make 2 different movies, man. Just make 2 different fucking movies. Like, what they should have done is they should have said Justice League Part 1, 2 hours, releases March 18th or some other date that I would rather it released on. And then later in the year, give you Part 2. Like, hey, get people to sign up. Yeah, like, again, I'm not sure what HBO is doing. Or you could even say 2 consecutive months, right? Like, March 1st and, and then April, like that would actually make sense. Maybe April 1st, because you have to be a fool to think this is going to be good. So yeah, great. Thanks on my fucking birthday. God. Much like Outside the Wire, I had purged that from my mind. But thank you for reminding me. Thank you. I was so pissed when I saw that. It's like, come on, man. God damn it. Movie and TV news this week. The Antisocial Network is in the works. Hollywood is already making a movie about the ongoing GameStop chaos. Yeah, that's all you really need to know. They're going to make a movie out of this. I was driving into work today, and I saw not just one, but 2 Wall Street Bets subreddit billboards talking about we're holding the line for GME stock. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Look, I've said this on Look For It, which episode has not released yet, but it will by the time you're hearing this. If you're reading about what the guys on Wall Street Bets are doing, you ain't in it. You ain't in it. Like, you might make some money, but you ain't in it. These dudes have been planning this shit since 2019. Like, the main guy, Deep Fucking Value, had been buying shorts or had been buying stock in GameStop since 2019. He put in $53,000. He had been building up slowly but surely over the last couple of years so that they could do this. And they convinced you to make them more money. That dude lost $13 million in one day, and he's still walking away with $7.6 million. You ain't in it. Like, you're just not in it. Like you're $500 or whatever. That's great. Nothing wrong with that. But you ain't in it. Like you're just not. So whatever. This is just rich people fighting even wealthier people. So that's fine. I don't give a shit. I'll watch it.
I hope that people are being responsible. That's all. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money. It's your money.
No, I just don't leverage. That's my only thing. Don't fucking leverage, because that's how you lose your shirt. Play the money you got. Have fun. Nothing wrong with that. That's cool. Just don't leverage. You will. I knew a guy who did in college. Don't leverage. Mom, I need some help. Lost $10,000 in the stock market in a day. Oops. Yeah. Don't leverage. It's not a smart idea if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah. So Antisocial Network is in the works. We get an official synopsis of the Suicide Squad. Second, this very slow page opens. I don't know why it's taking so long. I will read it to you. Are you excited for this? I am.
Excited is not the word, but I'm curious about it. Like I'm 100% going to watch it, but I'm not like, yo, I can't wait I'm not excited for this. Like,
not like that.
The next episode of WandaVision, but I want to see this.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a hit, to be honest. Here's the synopsis. Welcome to Hell, aka Belle Reve. The prison with the highest mortality rate in the US of A, where the worst supervillains are kept and where they will do anything to get out. Even join the super secret, super shady Task Force X. Today's do or die assignment, assemble a collection of cons, including Bloodsport, Peacemaker, Captain Boomerang, Ratcatcher 2, Savant, King Shark, Blackguard, Javelin, and everyone's favorite psycho, Harley Quinn. Then arm them heavily and drop them literally on a remote enemy-infused island of Corto Maltese, trekking through the jungle teeming with militant adversaries and guerrilla forces at every turn. The squad is on the search and destroy mission with only Colonel Rick Flag on the ground to make them behave, and Amanda Waller's government techies in their ears, tracking their every movement. And as always, one wrong move and they're dead. Whether at the hands of their opponents, a teammate, or Waller herself. If anyone lays down bets, the smart money is against them. All of them. So there you go. I mean, this is exactly what I want in the Suicide Squad.
It sounds like the first one, right?
Yeah.
Like the synopsis, right? So, look, I have no doubt that this movie will be better than the first Suicide Squad movie.
No, it's not even a question.
It's I like the actors in this a little more,
yes,
than some of the other ones. But like Rick Flag, there's Katana. Like, all right, like I don't really give a fuck about him.
I think my guess is he doesn't act like that at all in this.
No, I think he will. I think he's going to be a better job of playing the straight man.
Yeah.
Amongst this like wacky crew. I'm a wrestling fan, so I'm curious to see how John Cena performs, because John Cena has very good comedic timing. John Cena, like if you see him on interviews and stuff, like he's kind of a robot, but like when you get him in a costume or behind a camera or in front of a camera, like then his personality shows up.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to see how he does in this.
I think he's going to nail it. I mean, he's getting his own series on HBO Max, the Peacemaker series. He must have been pretty good in this role. So
yeah,
I don't know if it's a prequel or what, because I mean, he could easily just get shot in the head during this. Who knows? But I'm here for this. I think it's going to be really fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And James Gunn, like this is a perfect James Gunn property, right? Just a team of fucking losers and weirdos that he can just mine from the DC universe and just murder at will. Like this is all he's all about this. Golden Globe nominations. You added this.
Yeah. Look, I know you don't do a lot of the award show stuff.
I'm just angry. I'm actually just angry at this year.
Yeah, like the Hollywood Foreign Press, like they get they're like the little kid who wants to be taken seriously. Um, and it's been said that they basically like their nominating process is who's the biggest star of this past year, so we can convince them to come to our event to legitimize it. And it's the rumor, right? And because some of these things are great, but like really like Lovecraft Country didn't get nominated for anything. Like I May Destroy You didn't get nominated for anything.
No, Lovecraft Country got it. Best television drama.
Got
no acting nomination.
Did it, or did it get?
Yeah, best television series drama. It's there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
but there's no
nominated. But yeah, it's the best television. It's nominated for best television series, but none of the parts of it were good enough to be nominated in its own category. Okay, all right.
I am happy to see John Boyega there for Small Axe. I gotta tell you, that's awesome.
Yeah. Let's see, TV and their categories are weird. Best performance by an actor in a TV show, musical, or comedy. Look, I haven't seen a lot of these. I haven't seen any of them except for Black Monday. And I was going to say Don Cheadle anyway, even if I didn't see Black Monday. Don Cheadle was awesome.
I've only seen Schitt's Creek. That's fine. I don't have any dog in that fight at all for that category.
Actress for comedy. I mean, my wife watched Emily in Paris. She really likes it.
I don't have a dog in this fight either.
You've seen The Flight Attendant, right?
Yeah.
Which one of these do you want to talk about? Because you've like best actor drama.
Yeah. Look, Jason Bateman deserves to be there. Absolutely. Bob Odenkirk deserves to be there. Al Pacino does not deserve to be there. Hey, I'm a Jew. Like, it's a ridiculous. He's doing a ridiculous, stereotypical Jewish impression. It's not good. It's just ridiculous. Like, he's not bad in it. It's just ridiculous. Matthew Rhys in Perry Mason is a good choice. That's a really good choice. That dude is a really good actor, and he doesn't get enough credit, actually. I mean, people liked him in The Americans, but like I feel like he's always on like fringe shows that people are like, these are really good shows, but like nobody really watches.
Yeah.
But he's really good on Perry Mason. Best performance of an actor in a television series drama. Yeah, like I would have. I don't know. I wouldn't have put Al Pacino there. Like I just wouldn't have.
Watch he end up getting it.
No, there's no way, dude. Jewish folks in Hollywood are like, nice try. This is fucking unacceptable behavior. And then they shoot him with a laser from space. It's a true story. Best performance of an actress drama. I've never seen The Crown, so I can't comment on that. Look, Laura Linney on Ozark is fucking dope. She's super good. She's a real piece of shit. Like, Sarah Paulson on Ratched, I heard, was excellent, but that's not surprising. Sarah Paulson's always pretty good. Best performance by an actor in a limited series, or motion picture television. Look, fuck you. Nobody from Small Axe is on there. Nobody. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Come on, that's ridiculous. Look, Hugh Grant should be there, though. I'm not going to lie. I'm not mad at him for that.
Yeah, that's who I'm pulling for. Yeah. I mean, I've seen trailers for the other ones. I'm pulling for Hugh Grant.
Yeah, he deserves it. That dude's having a fucking renaissance. Like, he really is. Let's see. Scrolling down, best television series drama. The Crown, Lovecraft Country, The Mandalorian, Ozark, and Ratched.
What a weird group.
Allow me to lose some cred. The Mandalorian should not be there. Sorry. I really enjoyed that show. Best television series drama? No.
I think your cred is fine.
No, I don't think so. I think people would be pissed at me. I love me some Star Wars. Leonardo right now is screaming at his phone. But I don't think it's to the level of a Lovecraft Country or Ozark. I just don't think it is. It's
the people who think that the Mandalorian need to be there have never seen any of these other
I'm like, yo, have you ever watched Ozark? Nigga, they are acting in that show. Like, get out of here.
Right.
Lovecraft Country is on. No, come on. Like, Lovecraft Country and Ozark are on a different level than the Mandalorian. Like, look, I love you, but like, right. You gotta relax, man. You gotta relax.
But you see what I'm saying about the Hollywood Foreign Press, and they just
like this is bullshit.
Popular shit.
Do you like the Mandalorian? Nigga, what? Top actors, Grogu. Nigga, he's not real. Like, what the fuck? Get out of here. Like, that's silly. Best television series limited, or motion picture made for television. Small X. Sorry.
X. It's not going to win, but hey, it's there.
Like, no, like, come on, stop it.
Why does John Boyega get supporting role?
He's the fucking lead in that story.
in his episode, he's the lead. I don't understand that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Best motion picture, musical, or comedy. Look, Hamilton. Stop it. Just stop.
See, but should Hamilton count?
Yeah, okay, that's a fair point. If I'm taking Hamilton out, I'm going Borat. Borat was hilarious. It was awesome.
I heard Palm Springs was very good. I'll have to watch it.
There's a new cut of it on Hulu. Yeah, I wanted to watch that as well. It's like a Groundhog Day kind of thing. Best motion picture. How the fuck is...
Why is The Trial of Chicago 7 on there?
I haven't watched that. I heard it was good.
I heard it was...
Why is The Five Bloods not on there? How about that? That getting snubbed is ridiculous to me. That's ridiculous to me. I'll skip over the foreign language. This is America, goddammit. Best actor in a supporting role. I haven't seen Judas and the Black Messiah. We'll see that next week.
Yet.
Yeah, we'll see it next week. Getting the screening next week, buddy. I'll send it to you. I haven't watched One Night in Miami yet. I heard Leslie Odom Jr. is excellent in that. So,
yeah, I mean, it's really good.
Yeah,
but he's also, in a category with Sacha Baron Cohen and Bill Murray
and Daniel Kaluuya
and
Jared Leto.
Right.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah, that's a murder's row for that category. Yeah. It's tough. That's a tough one. Best actress in a supporting role. Look, of all of those, I've only seen The Mauritanian. Jodie Foster is good. Best actress? No, disagree. It's a good performance, but like probably not a best actress. But I haven't seen the other ones. I heard Mank is very good. Best actor in a motion picture.
I mean, they're going to give it to Chadwick Boseman, right?
He's not in that list. Oh, wait.
Best actor, motion picture drama.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I was reading comedy.
Yeah, again, their categories are weird.
That's a good list of people. They're going to give it to Chadwick Boseman.
But I think they're going to give it to him because of what happened. Like and the sad thing is, if he was alive, I don't even think he would be nominated.
No, I disagree with that. I disagree with.
Maybe it's just the cynic in me. Look, he is. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be nominated.
No, I know you're not saying.
I'm saying, looking at the rest of this list.
I mean, The Five Bloods not even on the list. Like, that's crazy.
Right?
That's crazy.
Like, come on,
man.
Delroy
Lindo didn't get nominated at all. At all? How? That's an Oscar-worthy performance, dude. That's an Oscar-worthy performance. I feel like that movie came out too early. Like, people just forgot about it.
Yeah, but it's people's job to know that shit.
I know. They suck. It's their job to see the movies. They don't fucking see them either. So I've seen Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. I've also seen The Sound of Metal, and I've seen The Mauritanian. Tahar Rahim as Mohamedou Slahi is very, very good. He is very good. He's really quite a great performance. Riz Ahmed in Sound of Metal is better. So I would say
we're supposed to be watching that this weekend.
Dude, it's super good. Holy shit, it's super good. And he's really good in it. Believe it or not, he's better in this than he was in Venom. Hard to believe, I know, but
I don't know about it. I think you're getting delirious.
I mean, it's a hell of a performance in Venom. But yeah, Riz Ahmed, he's kind of one of my sleeper actors, right? Like, people are like, oh yeah, I know that guy. And like, yo, that dude is good in everything except for Venom, because everything in Venom was bad. But I think Chadwick Boseman wins that one, just because he died. By the way, not that he doesn't deserve it, because he was also excellent, as he is in just about everything. Best actress in a drama, Viola Davis is the only one I've seen. My guess is it's going to either be Viola Davis or Carey Mulligan for Promising Young Woman, which I definitely want to see.
Yeah.
All right, we'll leave it there. But best director. I didn't realize Mank was directed by David Fincher. Now I feel like an asshole. I really need to watch that. Yeah. And I hope Regina King wins, because I'm voting for Everybody Black.
Yeah, I hope she wins too.
It's her first fucking movie. That would be dope as shit. So there you go. Best original score, The Midnight Sky. Well, I think that's the only thing Midnight Sky is going to get nominated for, because apparently that movie was trash. All right. There's a Wakanda series coming to Disney Plus, directed by Ryan Coogler. This is awesome news. I mean, it's sad that Chadwick Boseman is no longer around. But yeah, Ryan Coogler is actually going to work on this, and is going to dive deeper into Wakanda as a country. That's dope. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's very interesting. Because it's more than just the people up at the top, right? Like,
yeah,
you can literally go anywhere with this. And what is life like in this Afrofuturism? You know what I mean? Like,
you know what I want?
You've never seen that before.
Right. You know what I want? I want Ryan Coogler to do fucking Small X. That's what I want. I want different stories inside Wakanda. Like, that would be super fucking interesting, right? Like, you're right. Like, what's life like as like a fucking teacher, or like a barber? Like, I don't know. Like, like some like just cooler aspects that, obviously are MCU centric, but like, what are some cool aspects of Wakanda that we just haven't thought about?
Yeah.
Like, Shuri is not the only person who makes the technology, right? Like, there's got to be other people who work on it.
Everybody's smart.
Right. Like the highly educated kids, and like, the guy running the train system or whatever. I don't know. Like, Ryan Coogler will come up with some cool shit. And then like, but they're like, yeah, Black Panther's dope, man. Like, that dude's a badass. Yeah, I got to get back to work though. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think, just the fact that we will get this brand new world that no one has ever seen done before in this type of medium, right? In this like episodic type medium.
Right.
It's exciting, man. It's exciting. So I'm here for it. Fuck, the thing could be maybe one episode is about the Dora Milaje. You know what I mean?
Hell yes. Or like their elite strike force, right? Like the ones that are more elite than them.
Yeah, so I'm down. Yeah. I am down.
Let me pretend like I'm not all in on all of this anyway. Like, Come on, that's crazy. All right, so there you go. Hell yes. What the fuck brought to you by JTD? Take it away.
A company has come under fire for forcing 6 of its employees to crawl through the streets on their hands and feet as punishment for not meeting sales targets.
Japan.
China. The humiliating procession reportedly took place in the city of Zhaozhuang on January
Obviously,
14th.
Micah. Obviously.
And was recorded by shocked passersby. I mean, are you shocked?
Yeah, you live in China. Relax. Oh, look, it's a Tuesday. Who cares?
6 people can be seen crawling on all fours through traffic. And a man behind a man carrying a big red flag with their company's name on it. With no protection other than their office clothes, they are punished. The punished staff struggles to keep up with the flag bearer, but somehow finds the strength to keep going, probably fueled by fear of losing their jobs. Wow.
Ugh. No, you're not gonna just treat me any kind of way.
Yeah, somebody in one of our fan groups asked, "How do you know? What are the signs that it's time for you to change your career? When your boss is making you crawl on all fours in the middle of the street because you didn't meet sales targets? Yeah, it might be time to find it.
You can fight that dude, right? You get to fight him. Nah, crawling all fours. I'm not gonna do that. You're gonna lose your job. All right, cool. I quit. I'm gonna beat your ass right here. Don't treat me like no fucking animal. Get out of here. I'm a man. Nah, fuck that. Nah, yo, I don't understand wanting a job that bad to be humiliated. Like that's why I don't understand getting humiliated in a like a fraternity. Like I get being in a fraternity, but I'm not gonna get humiliated for one.
Sure, but I'm not going to go through all that nonsense. No. You know what I mean?
Can I just pay $50 to get through?
Yeah, that's what people do when they pledge graduate chapter. It's just like, all right,
here's $100. Leave me alone.
Just pay the tuition and then let me go through.
Yeah,
because fuck all this.
Yeah, just give me a certificate. Not doing all that. No, I'm not crawling on all fours for any job. I don't give a fuck how much it pays. I incidentally, I saw a job posted recently, and it was like podcast, like podcast manager or whatever. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And so I looked it up, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, wow, this sounds really awesome. Like, the money is really good. It was 6 figures. It was fucking crazy. I'm like, holy shit, what all this? And then I saw who it was working for, and I was like, no, I can't work for this person. It was fucking Jordan Belfort from Wolf of Wall Street. I was like, I can't work for that guy. He's a piece of garbage. Like, no way. I probably wouldn't get the job anyway. But I was like, no. I like every moral bit of me would be like, dude, what are you doing? The lose, dude.
Sell me this pen.
Right. I'd be like, dude. Like, buy this pen, I'm going to beat the shit out of you, you prick. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Like, no. Oh, my God. Working for Jordan Belfort.
That is hilarious.
I was like, absolutely. You can work on the Jordan Belfort podcast. I was like, wow, that guy has a lot of money that he could afford to pay me
6 figures.
It was $100,000. I was like, what? Like, wow. Like, okay, but at the same time, I'm not working for that guy. Like,
yeah, just let you little peek behind the curtain, folks. Podcasting don't pay that.
Hell no. Was that one? I mean, what Bernie Sanders' old press secretary? They make $30,000 a month, and she says that's what they used to run the podcast. Bitch, you're a liar. You're a liar. You don't spend $30,000 to run a podcast. We have 9 of them. We have 9 of them. We don't spend $30,000.
Oh shit!
$30,000. Most of that's just used for the podcast. Really? Wow. Why don't you pay me $20,000 and I'll run it for you? You fucking idiot. Get out of here. My story. Man's occasional headaches turn out to be caused by wood splinters stuck in his brain for 5 years.
What the fuck?
Yeah. A man recently turned up in a hospital with a swollen eyelid and excruciating headache. Was shocked to learn that his condition was caused by several pieces of wood stuck in his brain. The 41-year-old man told doctors that he first realized something was wrong about 2 months ago when an old scan on his right eyelid became swollen, and his occasional headache started getting worse. Unable to deal with the pain, he finally went to the hospital, where a computerized tomography scan revealed that he had several pieces of wood with a combined length of 11 centimeters stuck in his brain.
Somewhere in Africa.
China. Apparently, would you like to know how he got wood in his brain, Micah?
Sure.
Zhao told doctors that 5 years ago, while working in the woods in Mojiang County, he tripped and fell face first into a thick tree branch that pierced his right eyelid and entered his eye socket. He maintained his composure, pulling out the stick branch with his bare hand, and then stopping the bleeding. Because he didn't experience any vision problems, and most importantly, because he lacked the money, he didn't go to the hospital, instead letting the wound heal by itself.
Jesus.
There's a note for you. If you fall on a stick on your face, go to the hospital immediately.
Yeah, that's oof.
Yeah, and they got like the pieces of wood like in like little baggies. Yo, that's a lot of wood in your face. Oh God, that's horrible. Yeah. Don't trip into Chinese woods, I guess is the thing I would tell you.
Yeah, don't do the whole old black man thing. Yo, those are huge pieces of wood.
Right. Yo, it's
like come on, man. Like,
yeah,
like at some point you gotta look at yourself in the mirror, right? You gotta touch your face at some point, right?
Yeah, don't you feel it? Like something's going on.
Come on, man.
No thanks. No, you couldn't afford to go to the hospital. Healthcare is really important, guys. Everybody should get it. All right, trailers this week. We got a ton of them. Let's run through them. Cosmic Sin. This is a movie. Here's everything you need to know about this. This movie has Bruce Willis in it. That's it. I'm not seeing it. Bruce Willis doesn't give a shit at all.
No, this doesn't look good at all. One, I agree with you. If Bruce Willis is in a movie now, I'm not going to see it because he doesn't have it anymore. Like he doesn't care anymore. So if he doesn't care, why should I care?
Right.
And two, this looks like the most generic sci-fi I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yes, it does. There's some sort of thing that's happening off planet. There are beings that have some sort of special powers, or abilities. And then Bruce Willis has like the space version of every gun he always carries around. And Frank Grillo is in this. No, this looks bad. I hope this is the start of the Mass Effect franchise. I hope this is the start for you. And you have to watch this.
Shut up.
Yeah, no, this is Mass Effect. This is what this is. This looks fucking terrible.
This is fucking bad.
This looks so bad. So yeah, no, thank you. Boss Level, also starring Frank Grillo and Mel Gibson.
Yeah, I'll watch this.
This looks like fun, like stupid fun.
I'm surprised. It's a roguelite, and I'm surprised that more movies don't do this. It's a fun gimmick. And yeah, it looks fun. Like they're leaning into it, right? I mean, I don't really care for the title, Boss Level. Like, I don't know, but it looks fun.
This feels like No More Heroes to me.
Yeah, you know what? It's No More Heroes, but it's a roguelite. So in a roguelite, there's two types of games, right? There's a roguelike and a roguelite. The roguelite, with a K, is you dungeon crawl, you make it as far as you can. If you die, you lose everything, you start all over again, right? In a roguelite, you dungeon crawl, you fight as far as you can, you die, you lose your progress, but you keep the stuff that you kept, right?
Oh, so Hades.
Like Hades. So, and that's what this is, right? Like this guy is dying, but he's keeping the skills that he's learning, right? Like he learned how to sword fight from somebody. So now he takes that knowledge, goes a little further, all up until you got to kill Mel Gibson. I mean, sounds like a great game.
That's fine. Yeah, this looks incredibly silly, but I will 100% watch this.
Sure. Why not?
Yeah, I would watch this before Cosmic Sin 1,000,000 times over. Boy, did Frank Grillo's career take a fucking header outside of the Marvel universe. It really did. It's kind of sad.
Wasn't he in one of them Purge movies that you like so much?
He was in second and third one, I think. Those are the highlight of his career. Pacific Rim, The Black, was announced because Black History Month. Look, I don't respect animation as a genre or a storytelling medium, as everyone knows. I think people actually believe that, which is just hilarious to me.
They should believe it. It's the truth.
It's not completely the truth. I watch things.
I mean, yeah, you hated Into the Spider-Verse. It was
what the
worst
fuck?
movie of the year for you.
0 out of 5. I hated Into the Spider-Verse. Go fuck yourself. That's insane. No, that's the one animated movie that I respect. It's the only one. So yeah, Pacific Rim, The Black. Look, this intrigues me because I feel like Pacific Rim is just an anime anyway. So this makes all the sense in the world to me. And it won't be so fucking weird. Like the second Pacific Rim movie was. The first one was great. Second one?
I didn't watch the second one. I heard too many not so nice things about it.
It was not good. No, not good at all. They didn't realize like the size of the mechs. It's like, you can't use a building as a springboard to do a drop kick as a robot. Like you're gonna knock a building down. Like you're huge.
Something called inertia that you got to.
Yeah, they were just like jumping off buildings, like wow. Like I was like, that is not. It's not how that works. But yeah, Pacific Rim, The Black looks. I mean, there's just a little bit of video here, but yeah, I'm into it. Like I would definitely watch Pacific Rim anime.
What do you think about the 3D animation? A lot of anime purists don't not like 3D animation.
It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. It tends to bore me in a lot of ways. I don't really like that. It feels lifeless a lot of times, especially sort of like the big mech scenes. But we'll see. I don't know. I'll give it a chance. What are your thoughts on that type of animation?
It depends on the character designs, right? Now you can get away with this animation with if you have interesting character designs, but if your character designs are just your bog standard, Dorito headed anime character,
which seems to be what we have here,
which seems to be what this is, then I hope they spend a lot of time in those Jaegers, because I don't really care for that. The standard anime look is fine, right. But with 3D or with CG, there's something about it that's slightly off-putting.
Yeah.
It's nothing that I couldn't get used to, but let's just hope they spend time in those Jaegers. Like, it's a clean look, but no, you gotta have a little more personality to pull it off.
Right. That's fair. Next up, Behind Her Eyes. So this is sort of a psychological sexual drama of sorts. I think it looks pretty good. It's about a couple who the husband gets involved with another woman that he works with. I guess it's like secretary or something. And it seems like the wife is kind of a crazy person. But also the woman sort of has a relationship with the wife as well. Maybe not sexual, but they like become like really close friends. So it's, I don't know. I thought it looked pretty good. This is a limited series, comes out February 17th, I believe, on Netflix.
Yeah, it looks interesting. Looks like something that my wife would be into.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the whole cucking thing, but yeah, the series is what I'm talking about.
Nope, that's not what you meant. So weird. The Nevers. This is a new upcoming HBO series, actually written by Joss Whedon. But he left it after people realized that he's a creep. Yeah, this looks interesting. This is sort of like fucking badass witches. They've got like powers and shit. It's like what if the X-Men were all ladies but in like Victorian times? Yeah,
there you go. That's where you lost me. Victorian times. There's one era in history that I just do not give a fuck about, and it is this Victorian era. Like everyone's got on 8 layers of clothing. The dresses are designed with like rebar in them to make the women have gigantic asses. And
I mean, that part's not terrible.
No, it's ridiculous. No, it's not like, oh, hey, like a squatting ass. It's like they're covering like they look like the back end of a horse. They look like centaurs. Like it doesn't look right? And I can't get. Here's my thing with the Victorian era, right? Everybody's got on a lot of clothing. I have to imagine that they all stink.
They do. They absolutely do.
And I can't. Like that's all I think about. It's like, yo, like this is like, yo, they probably smell like crap, dude. Like they don't have deodorant, and they got on 8 layers of clothes, and it's musty out.
Yeah.
And then these people are doing all this running around.
Yeah.
It stink.
Yeah, I think you're being hateful. That's what I would say.
I don't care.
I know you don't.
No, I don't like the Victorian era. It just doesn't.
It's hard to get into. It is. So
like
I get it.
You could throw black people in it. Like, no.
Nice try, Shonda Rhimes. Next up, new trailer for Coming to America. Coming to America. Yeah, this looks even better than the first trailer. I don't know if it's gonna work. But I'm digging it. I'm digging it so far. I think I'm gonna have a good time with it.
So this is going to be a very different movie than the first Coming to America.
Yep.
Like in feel and tone, it's going to be very different. It's going to feel like a B plus Eddie Murphy movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be as good as the first one.
No, it's impossible. That's impossible.
I mean, like, even on a curve, it's not going to be as good as the first one.
No.
But it does look like something that I would watch and get laughs from, particularly from one Mr. Wesley Snipes.
Oh, yes, 100%. I think he's going to steal a lot of scenes.
He looks like he is going to save this movie for me. Like, I am not a huge fan of Leslie Jones. I'm just not. Her whole shtick. I just can't. I'm not a fan of it. Eddie Murphy can be funny, right? It can be hilarious. Not can be funny. He can be hilarious. As this character, I'm curious to see if he still has it, right? Because right now I'm just getting Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
I'm not getting Prince Hakeem. But we'll see. And I'm debating whether or not I should watch The First Coming to America.
Don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's not fair, yo. Like, it's like one of the one of the greatest fucking comedies of all time, and it still holds up. Like, to put it up against
top 5 of all time.
Yo, like yeah, you can't, like, you can't. Like, if I had to pick top comedies of all time, not stand-ups, yo, it's top 3. It is. Yeah. It's still hilarious. You can't put this movie up. That's unbelievably unfair. So yeah, look, I think it looks good. I think Wesley Snipes is going to steal some scenes. I think he is. And it's funny, like Wesley Snipes has been like doing really good with like the sort of the comedy stuff. And he nailed it so well in that Dolomite Is My Name that I'm sure Eddie Murphy was like, yo, we got to get him back for this. Yeah, he did a really good job. He stole every scene he was in that movie. Like, he just really did. Last but certainly not least, Justice Society World War II. All right, you've watched all of these. I am very interested to hear your thoughts on this.
I've watched all of the almost all of the DC animated movies features. I haven't watched Batman Soul of the Dragon, where it's Batman in the 70s and he has to team up with Bruce Lee and Jim Kelly. And I've heard mixed things about it. I'm probably going to watch it, but yeah. Now, this looks really, really good. First and foremost, they're using the animated style that was used in that last Superman movie, which I think is great.
I like this animation style a lot, actually.
Yeah, it took a minute to get used to, but the black outlines look really good. Like they look like
especially in this era.
Hand-drawn. Yeah, like it fits perfectly in this era. This movie looks really good. Like this movie looks like the proper follow-up to the first Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
It is like in terms of like feel, right? Color palette. They have a movie with no Batman in it.
That's
like
nice.
It's an ensemble. It's an ensemble team with no Batman, which is great, right? Like Flash is your point man here,
right?
I'm curious if this Flash is like the Flash from the future, if he is from
New 52 Flash.
That New 52 series of movies that they did, because like when they did their last movie in that New 52 run, they basically just like killed everybody. Like it was the worst fucking possible. Like it was just death after death after death. And the only way that you can get some semblance of a quote unquote happy ending is for the Flash to run back in time to kind of make sure that none of this happens.
Right.
And I'm curious to see if that's what this is. And look, if that's what this is, and then it starts a new like run of, a new series of movies anchored by the same animation style. I mean,
I'm mad at that.
I'm with it. I actually really enjoyed that little experiment that they did. I think they did it way better than they're doing it in live action. And yeah, and this looks really good. They don't have a release date on this.
But this is later in 2021. That's it.
Yeah. So this looks good. I'm pleased with this.
Look, I liked this a lot. I agree with you. I think the animation style looks fucking dope. The thing I don't like is I don't like that Future Flash is in it. I don't think you needed him at all. I think you could have just told this story, right? Like, I don't think you need to tie it. But I didn't watch.
Why I'm thinking, that's why I'm thinking they're using this to set something up, right?
Yeah,
like they have to be,
right?
I don't know.
That being said, boy, would this have been a better move for Wonder Woman 2.
Yeah, man.
Like, this would have been a better move, right? Like, you could have introduced Jay Garrick. Like, you could have done all of these guys in World War II. And they're the Nazis. You can cut loose. Who gives a fuck? Kill Nazis all you want. Yeah. But you could have brought in Hawkman, which they're planning on doing, Our Man, Black Canary. Like you could really do this. I mean, like, this nails the team up, like, of the Justice Society in a better way. And obviously the Justice Society has changed a lot, right? But this really nails it so much better than I've seen it done previously. Like, that scene of whatever alien dragon or whatever the fuck they're fighting at the end, the scene of Black Canary running on top of it and then jumping and using her, like, scream or whatever against it was a dope looking scene. Like, that shit looked really good. And then all of them, like, walking, and then they all kind of run off and do their thing. Like, that looks really good at the end, man. Like, that's all I want, man. That's all I want. Like, it's not hard. Like, just make that. And thank you for not putting Batman in it, please. Like, there's no reason for Batman to be there. Like, do something else. So, yeah, I thought Justice Society looked pretty good. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, this is good, man. I'm actually really excited to see it. So,
all right. Any parting words before we get out of here?
It's fucking midnight. I'm tired.
That is correct. All right, I'm out of here. Later, guys. See you next week.
See ya.